everybody, to the Rated M Pop Live Comedy Production here on Thursday in Biddeford, Maine. We've got a few house rules tonight. Please turn your cell phones off to vibrate or silent. These comedians are working hard tonight to perform and make you laugh tonight. And no table talk. Please keep the table talk to the minimum, please. Well, these performers are performing for you and for your laughs. Now let's bring your host up to the evening. Here is Joe Ellis. I just shut up. What the hell? Don't forget to bring it down.
Your timing is terrible.
I know.
Alright, cut the music. Oh, good boy. And now the mic, seriously? Don't buy off Wish.com, just don't do it. How you doing, Cowbell?
Hey!
Woo! Everybody excited for the show tonight? Yes! So, I'm going to host tonight. I'm going to bring up all your comedians and probably crack a little bit in between, but I'm going to do my time here in the beginning because that's my right as a host. So I am Joe Ellis. I am 32 years old. Yeah. I have 2 children that I have full custody of. Does that scare anybody else in the room? Anybody? You should be scared. I love my kids. I really do. They're amazing, wonderful kids. I'd also love them to shut the fuck up every once in a while. Just every once in a while, just stop it. I swear, they're like little iPods. They just have a whole list of excuses and they go through that stuff on shuffle. Why is the sky blue? Why is the grass green? Why is the ocean brown? What's that in your pipe? That's my medicine. That's what that is. Yes, I smoke weed because I have kids. That's kind of part of the deal, I think. You have to have something to keep your mind straight. And well, I figure if I'm high and my kid breaks their leg, I can at least still drive them to the hospital. So I think it's a good way to look at it. Like I said, I'm 32 years old. I've never had blue balls and I've never had a wet dream. Anybody want to shake my hand? Anybody? No? Some people like to. Those are the ones I like. So, I actually work at a restaurant full time. Yeah, if you ever been eating bacon at the Cracker Barrel down South Portland, how you doing? I cooked it. I cooked the bacon there for probably the last 5 years. Every last goddamn piece. I've had enough with the bacon. I want to join a certain religion just so that way I don't have to touch bacon anymore. I've had enough. But it is fun working there. It's actually not too bad of a place to work besides the idiots I work for. And there's one thing I noticed where is Cracker Barrel in the city of Amsterdam actually have some things in common. Like, for instance, at Cracker Barrel, you can have some hash brown casserole. At Amsterdam, you can have some casserole with your brown hash. In Cracker Barrel, you can have some delicious Coke cake. In Amsterdam, you get some cocaine kicked up in your nose. At Cracker Barrel, you can have a piece of cherry or apple pie. In Amsterdam, you can fuck a hooker and eat cherry pie.
Jesus.
So there's benefits. Like I said, I have 2 kids. I love them very much. But one of the best parts about having kids, and my fellow parents here know, is tax season. Oh, tax season. That is the adult Christmas. That is the best part of having kids. Don't get me wrong, I love my kids. I love watching them grow, but having that nice paycheck at the end of the year is really, really nice. I get to go out and get stuff that I want for once. Yes, I went and got myself a new phone, got myself a 4K TV, got myself a new PS4 Pro. Oh yeah, I got a new car. Yeah, styling. One thing about 4K TVs though, and I will warn you this ahead of time before you go out and purchase one, don't watch porn. Don't do it. Seriously, don't watch porn on the 4K TV. You do not need to see the girl in such high resolution that you can see her emotional scarring. That's just too much. Sometimes you gotta back it off just a little bit. It's just the truth that I deal with in my life. Another truth in my life is that I have had pizza every day of my life since I was 8 years old. Yes, that's not so much a joke as it is just a scary fact. It is the truth. Believe it. It has happened. I am pizza walking around in human form. I'm Pizza the Hut from Spaceball. That's what I am. Just pizza and Pepsi. Maybe some chicken nuggets and french fries and the tits. But the rest of it's all pizza and Pepsi. I hope I never get locked in a limo anytime soon. Anybody gets that joke, 10 points for you. Let's see. I also am married. Not to the baby mama, she was a whore. I'm married to a wonderful woman. People often ask me, where'd you meet her? Did you meet her at a bar? Did you meet her at a show? Did you meet her at Walmart? No, we met on Tinder. I know it's not where you're supposed to meet your wife, but hey, we both swiped right. It worked. You know, and people were like, oh, you met on Tinder? Well, where was your first date? Did you go to a restaurant? Did you go to the movies? I was like, we were on Tinder. It was in my apartment with Netflix and a bong. I mean, come on. It is Tinder. Call a spade here. You know, that's how you get married on Tinder. You swipe right and you have sex and you just keep on having sex until they eventually move all their stuff into your bathroom. That's how that works. And just in case any of you are wondering, if you happen to smell the smell of marijuana, that's me. So you don't have to wonder where the hell that smell's coming from. If you want me to go around the corner later after the show. On that note, we're going to bring up your first comedian of the evening, a really funny guy. Done a lot of work with him all around Maine and Portland and Lewiston area. Let's give it up for Mike Gray, everybody.
Mike, I live in Biddeford. I actually walked here. I live up on the 3rd floor so that you can't hear the fighting as much from the 3rd floor. It's still audible. Sometimes it lulls me to sleep. It's very soothing to know that there are people less happy than you in the world. It's very soothing. But everywhere I go, I don't fit in here. I don't fit in anywhere. Everywhere I go, people are like, hey, that guy looks like he could front a Megadeth cover band. Which I do, but that's beside the point. I really don't like work. Well, it's one place I really don't fit in. I hate that no one has a dark sense of humor. I'm the only one around with this dark sense of humor. It's always Jim and Bob around the water cooler, like, hey buddy, yeah, this guy right here, right? This guy, oh, this guy right here. Hey Bob, I beat your ass in fantasy football last week, didn't I? Come here, buddy. Oh, I'm gonna get. Oh yeah, I'm trying to fit in. So I'm like, yeah, Bob, when I worked with you yesterday, you were so fucking slow, man. I almost eviscerated you with a box cutter, right, buddy, up top here. Come on, Bob, up top. Bob, I swear to God, if you leave me hanging, I will cut you down in front of your family. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow at 9, buddy. And then I find myself in HR for some reason, looking like an asshole for trying to fit in. It's not fair to me. Yeah. Anyway, I always think those people at work too, they're always saying like they can be doing something better. Like they have this weird optimism. They have this weird optimism. This is all part of it. Don't worry. This is all. These tones are meant. But they have this weird optimism at work, and they're always going, you know, man, I wish you could be doing something better, like porn. And I just have to say, how do you know porn doesn't just suck after orientation like every other job? How do you know it doesn't? You got like 2 weeks, right? This is fucking awesome, man. You get laid and you get to do it. Then your director comes up to you, he's like, all right, you're shooting a scene with Janice today. Really, dude? Janice? anybody but Janice, dude, really. All she does between takes is talk about her goddamn cats, all right? I've had it up to here with cat stories. Enough from that one. You go in the next day, like, hey, buddy, shoot the gay scene. I'm not even gay, so how's that work? Well, Bill called out, so I don't know what to tell you. We work as a team here at Sultry Sunset Productions. I expect you to be a team player. That's bullshit. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just troll the media. Like, I'm gonna get on a show like Dr. Phil, being the crazy guy, and I'm gonna get a fucking, just like that Catch Me Outside girl. I'll get a record deal and I'll get a show out of it. The thing that I find weird about that thing is she gets on there and you can't understand anything she says. Like, she's not speaking English. She's like, yo, Catch Me Outside, what's that? What about that? How about that? You know, and her mother, you expect her mother to be white trash too or something. She's just like, I don't know, she just started talking like that one day. It doesn't make any sense to me. But then she goes and she gets the record deal and she gets this show and she like made $1 million. That girl is legitimately mentally handicapped. What if she had a physical disability? Like instead of that, like maybe she was like this 14-year-old boy and he has severe diabetes and he's huge, you know, and they have to take him out on a wheelbarrow, like just roll him out on set, and he's just saying, yeah, my mom's always busting my chops about eating sweets, you know, you bitches be tripping, and then 3 months later you're like, dude, you remember that bitches be tripping, like fat kid in the wheelbarrow with one foot amputated? Yeah, you remember him? He's taking over Cake Boss now. Oh, fuck, man. That's just not right. Hey, Paul, did you know they have penis transplants now?
Oh,
They do.
Tell me more.
Your dream come true, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, they have penis transplants. It's a real thing. It started for wounded war veterans because something like 10% of them have had a genital injury. But the weird thing is they take these penises from a freshly dead corpse like you would any other organ. It's going to be a lot of old man dick on some like 40-something veterans. It's going to look really weird, you know? And because men are the way we are, you know, whatever we have, it's not good enough. We have a TV, it's not HD enough. You know, we have a car, it's not nice enough. So you think men will be like, all right, we found your penis. Sir. Oh, good. Show me. I don't want that one. What's wrong with that one? He takes like a sprinkler right now. No, look. I took a piece of shrapnel to the shaft for this country. I want at least 10 inches, all right? At least take 2 of them and string them together like link sausage or something. Come on, this is bullshit. It's a waste of my time. When I found that out, I immediately revoked my organ donor status. You know, this is gonna stay attached, right? Then I thought about it. I'm like, what if it was a situation in which I knew I was dying? And they're like, all right, Mr. Gray, this guy really needs a penis.
Yeah, I'll be next.
All right. Show me his wife. Oh yeah, she's not bad. Yeah, you can have my dick. Yeah, my dick will get some action post-mortem that way. I think about death a lot. Probably shouldn't. It's unhealthy. But I think about it a lot. I think I want to go in at least an ironic manner. You know, I at least want to go, like front page of the newspaper, something weird. But I think I'm actually going to go in a really shameful way. I'm going to die of something no one's ever heard of, like tuberculosis of the ass or something. And then they're not going to be able to do a normal procedure. They'll just be able to, to look inside me, they'll just get a 12-inch dong with a GoPro on the end of it. Like, just get it in, come on, get it in. Deeper, we need it deeper in. You're doing this for science, Mr. Gray. Think about how lives you could be saving. Jesus Christ, I don't care. Just kill me. And that's how I'm going to die. Blubbering face down in a hospital bed. Surrounded by doctors, sterile instruments, probably in an operating theater with hundreds of students watching me. And at the moment before I lose consciousness, I'll hear, well, at least his penis is in good condition. Thank you very much. I'll bring it back to your host. There would be
B-rad. I blame him. Anyways, that was Mike Gray. Give us Mike Gray, everybody. Mike was talking about penis transplants. I actually saw an article the other day about the first head transplant's going to be taking place later on this year. They're going to actually take the head off of a normal guy with a messed up body and put it onto the body of a guy who's brain dead, but everything else works fine. And I think when he wakes up from the surgery and he looks down at his brain dead body, I don't think he's going to care what kind of dick he's got. I think he's going to be more happy that he can touch it again. Just look what I can do, yes. I get the whack on again. They'll probably enjoy that for like 3 months, and then they'll go, maybe I can get a girl to sit on this. On that note, we're going to keep the show rolling along to our next comedian. One of the youngest comedians in the comedy scene right at the moment. A really funny guy. Probably one of the funniest gingers I know. Let's bring it up for Owen Kane, everybody. Yeah. Right out. I was told the intro music and I was like, well, this is how I'm going to show off exactly the kind of person I am. How's everybody doing? Good? Good? Awesome. I love doing comedy in places like this because people give me like half of their attention and it's great. Basically, trying to listen to a comedy set in a place like this is you're listening to a conversation from across a restaurant and you're giving it that much of your focus. You're like, well, someone's getting a divorce, I don't fucking know. But it's great. Your brain gives me as much power as you do to the memories of that kid who killed himself when you were in middle school. Yeah, you wore that never forget bracelet for 3 months, and then you never thought about him again. We're all terrible, but especially me. So I live in Portland, and it's really nice because the people in there are really nice. Like, I was biking to work the other day, and there was a group of teenagers, and one of them, he was sitting there shirtless, and he had a giant flower. And as I biked by, his eyes opened wide. He stood up, jumped up, pointed the flower at me, and said, "Hey, faggot, I picked this for you!" And I think he meant that in like a mean way. Like, "Hey, sissy bike man, here's a flower." But what I heard was, "Hey, faggot, I picked this for you!" So I was really emotionally attached to that flower at that point. And as I biked by, I reached for it, but I whiffed it. I whiffed it real bad. And oh my god, I don't know if it's just like my entire shame is dripping into the like sound system. God, should I walk more over here? Is this better? Oh, this is kind of better. Cool. I almost want to do the entire set inside the phone booth like a pudgy, effeminate Superman. It would be fantastic. But as I was saying, I do like Portland because there's a lot of great opportunities. Like I started taking a clown class a while ago. Yeah, clown class, because there is a way to make all of this even less appealing. And I really wish I'd learned about it in like a cooler way. Like I wish I'd been walking down the street and some guy in an alley was like, "Hey, you want to learn how to be funny, kid?" And then he sticks a nose on me and pushes me into a desert and is like, "Make him laugh!" But no, I just saw clown class on somebody's Tinder profile and was like, well, I'm going to get something out of this. And it was great, because I really enjoyed the clown class. It was weird, because I took an adult clown class because I'm an adult. And I took that clown class, but before that class, there was also a youth clown class. And I didn't know that clown is just it's another thing kids do when they're young. It's just like football or gymnastics. It's just another sport. And I do think that's great because it keeps them off the streets and away from the tougher kids from the chess team or the theater club. But as another sport, it does have those regular sport things. Like, did you guys know that there are intense clown dads out there? There are, and it's beautiful. Because these kids, they're fucking amazing clowns. We'll see them doing shit, they'll be like,
fucking on giant stilts, or they'll juggle like 18 pins, or they'll backflip into the mouth of a tiger. They're fucking amazing performers, but they're kids, so they mess up sometimes. Like they'll drop something, or they'll trip, or they'll fail to supplant themselves firmly in the minds of their peers. And every time one of these kids messes up, you can just hear from the sidelines, quietly, angrily, "Son of a bitch. God damn it, wasting all my money on the goddamn juggling school." And you always know, once you hear that, a show's about to start. Because after the class, the kid will walk up to his dad, and hear the same conversation. "What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that out there? What are you doing with your time? Playing with your friends? Studying for work? That's valuable clothing time you're wasting!" What do I always fucking say to you? What do I always fucking say to you? If you don't work hard, no one's gonna laugh at you! Now go get in the fucking tiny car. And then he walks away all dejectedly in his big shoes. It's real funny. I mean, it's terrible. Like, that's terrible and it's horrible, but it reminds me of childhood, so it's funny. And I like that moment just because I know that that's either the catalyst for the greatest clown to ever bless mankind, or a clown-themed serial killer who is going to murder everything that reminds him of that moment. I think that's an okay way for me to die. That's an accurate response to me talking about child clowns. I have an even worse thing I can do with clowns. Because my clowning has affected another part of my life. It's really affected my relationship life. That's the right term, relationship life. I don't have a lot of it, so. Because if I ever have like a successful date and I have a great time and the person comes home with me, that next morning I have to wake up and get told, "Man, you fucked a clown! I'm sorry you did that. That's a thing you did." Because I have to tell them. I have to tell people because I don't want them to be at work the next day and go, "Wait. Big shoes. Rainbow wig. Vague smell of circus peanuts and depression. Oh shit, I slept with a clown." And then they have a panic attack because they were an unwilling part of the It porn parody. And so I tell them in the morning. And that's some people's greatest fear, is that, like, clowns, they fucking hate them. So my sex life has become one half waking night terror, and the other half 20 minutes of me quietly apologizing. But if that sounds interesting to anybody, my OkCupid name is Bobo's Your No-Nos. I haven't seen the light. How much time? I don't know. No one gives a fuck? That's a big ass dog! Holy shit! Bye, big ass dog! Oh, that totally derailed me. I was super into the big ass dog. Wow, Biddeford's great! Fuck! Well, I have a job. Well, I don't have a job. There's a place that lets me stay in their basement so I'm hidden away from the sunlight during the daylight hours. And in return, I just suck stains out of towels for them. I do laundry at a hotel. And it's incredibly boring work. Like, it's so boring. And I also don't interact with anybody. I'm all by myself. So anytime, like, a supervisor calls me or anything, I'm so excited. The first interesting thing that happened that day is a fucking saga that they're about to hear about. I can't fucking word. And I know they don't have time for it. Because when I say something simple like, "Hey, just so you know, one of the windows was open earlier and a bee flew in. Be careful, that bee might get you." That's a normal thing people say. But what they hear is, "Bee! There was a bee! Oh my god! There was a bee and it was all bees! Bees!" Because they don't treat me as an employee, they treat me as a horrible laundry goblin who just has to deal with people's jizz all day. So I guess I'm going to give the mic back because this was weird. But yeah. So yeah, cool. Give it up.
Give it up for Owen Kane, everybody. Always a bard and never a dungeon master. So speaking of hotels, I actually just went on a little weekend trip to Virginia, which was a lot of fun. Except for the Hotel 6 I stayed at, which is probably the dirtiest, worst hotel I've ever stayed in my damn life. You know, it's bad when you're uneven amount of pillows, and one of them has blood stain on the other side. They say you get what you pay for. I don't remember paying more than 10 cents. I remember paying 50 bucks. That was some bullshit. Well, but I went down to Virginia, we were in Kingston, Virginia, which is a theme park, a really fun theme park. If you get the chance, go. It was a lot of fucking fun. Well, what was great is their Kittyland is based on Snoopy. It's called Planet Snoopy. And they have people dressed up in the big foam costumes walking around. And then I saw Lucy walking around the little psychiatry booth for 5 cents. And my wife had to stop me from giving her a nickel and go, so, just wanted to let you know I wanted to sleep with my mom and my uncle did things to me. Good thing she stopped me. We would have gotten kicked out of the park. Okay, moving right along, we're going to go to our next comedian. Really funny guy. He actually reminds me of the serial killer Dexter from those TV shows. I'm afraid one day we'll wake up strapped to a table with pictures of marijuana and pizza on the wall, and him with a sharpened pizza cutter going, look what you did! Look what you did! Everybody, the Bane of Governor LePage! Give it up for Jamie Roux!
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, B-Rad, for that intro music. I told B-Rad to surprise me. You never cease to surprise me, B-Rad. This crowd mainly surprises me that you were able to get this show. And thank you for having me on it. Now I don't feel so bad for getting trimmed on the April 1st show. B-Rad messaged me and said he trimmed me off the show. And at first I was a little upset, and then I was like, I refuse as a 31-year-old adult man to put my self-worth in the hands of this guy. But seriously, B-Rad, what other comedian on that show went to your birthday cookout, drove you to a LePage town hall, and painted you a beautiful Nazi flag? Nobody. I did paint B-Rad a Nazi flag, but to make that make sense in some way, I regret it. It's one of my biggest regrets in life, actually. But that was back early, it was like, a year and a half ago down in Adam Street's pub, and B-Rad used to have a Confederate flag up. So I thought that if I brought a Nazi flag, it would push home the point that these were the two things. Nowadays, it's just, apparently people are also into Nazis, so I regret that one. But seriously, that Confederate flag was fucked up. Kinda, right?
It's hanging in my bedroom.
Oh, God. See, B-Rad's the type of guy who doesn't get what the big deal is about the Confederate flag. He's just like, what's the big deal with Kid Rock's logo? And I'm like, B-Rad, you don't understand history at all. It's not Kid Rock's logo. It's Leonard Skinner's logo. Anyway, thank you for having me on this show, B-Rad. And to introduce myself to the rest of you, my name is Jamie Roux. I am a frequent contributor to the Bangor Daily News and the Portland Press Herald online comment section. I know that sounds like a joke, but I take it very seriously, and I think everybody should. And I think people shouldn't hide behind pseudonyms when they're commenting on the Bangor Daily News or the Portland Press Herald online comment section. That is for cowards and trolls, Biddeford. I am always who I am online, except for OkCupid, and then I'm Poetry Lover 69. I live in Westbrook, Maine. Thank you, Krystal. Biddeford, Westbrook is a real town with real people in it, which is a polite way of saying an economically depressed town with regularly depressed people. It's just one of these mill towns. It's been in steady decline ever since the paper mill shut down, but who knows, maybe Trump will turn it around and make Westbrook smell like Sparks again. Back in the good old days of Westbrook. Westbrook's, it's not fancy. We're not snobs like Falmouth. In Falmouth, they say tomato. In Westbrook, we say ketchup. In Falmouth and other towns in Cumberland County, they all buy their produce by weight. In Westbrook, we buy fruit by the foot. Fine. One good thing about Westbrook, though, is there's kids everywhere. It's just crawling with them. They're biking around the street. And I want to step back from that joke for a second and say I don't say that like the guy I look like. Like I know I look like I sleep under kids' beds. But that's not how I'm saying. I just think it's nice seeing kids getting fresh air. You don't see that in other towns in Cumberland County, like in Freeport or Yarmouth. Definitely not Falmouth. Because all those kids are inside playing Xbox. But in Westbrook, parents say, go outside, Dad's playing Xbox right now. Same amount of parental neglect, it's just kids in Westbrook get more fresh air. I was in Lewiston, Maine, which is also a real town with real people in it, performing last weekend at the Franco Heritage Center, which was cool because I am a Franco-American, and it's nice for people to finally recognize me as more than just a white guy. I'm actually only 1/3 Franco-American, but I like to identify as Franco-American because I think that's the fanciest type of white trash. And at the Franco Heritage Center, they before the show started, the director of the center got on stage and he advertised that there was a youth treble choir from Paris coming this week, and that they were looking for homes for these kids. And he said, if anyone in this crowd wants to take home a bilingual French treble choir student, come up to me after the show. And as a Franco-American, I really hope that they find homes for those kids, because I know that there is nothing a Paris high school student wants to do more than to finally one day leave Paris and go to Lewiston, Maine, to get a taste of Lewiston, because that is where they can only really realize their passion for snow removal. It's the epicenter of Juggalo fashion. And they can never really be the best OxyContin dealer if they don't go to Lewiston, Maine. So I hope that they would go there. But also, as a Franco-American, I wanted to make sure that they went to somewhere in Canada first. So they could go to New Brunswick, or they could go to Quebec or Halifax, and then Lewiston. Because I'm French-Canadian. That's Canada. I'm Franco-American, so I'm French-Canada-American. That's a joke. They got to go through Canada first. To be more specific, I am French-Canadian, Lewiston, Freeport, Westbrook, Portland, Oregon, Brooklyn, Westbrook. But honestly, having a French treble choir high schooler in my home sounds awful. It just sounds like a high-pitched snob judging me for eating nachos for every meal. Sounds awful. I don't think there's anything special about being French-Canadian, although Paul LePage does identify as a French-Canadian. And on the topic, at the most recent town hall in Yarmouth, this is a quote. This is a Paul LePage quote. People in the crowd were yelling at him for all the racist stuff he says, and Paul LePage says, and I quote, "Racism? Racism? Let me tell you about racism. 1922, Brownville Junction, Maine, the highest Ku Klux Klan rally that has ever taken place in this country against French Canadians coming down from Canada. And my family was on the train. So don't tell me about racism." End quote. First of all, I think somebody needs to tell Paul LePage about racism, because that's not racism. Just another white person come. They didn't hate them because they were white. They just hated them because they were immigrants who had a weird religion. Which makes total sense to me. My grandmother was one of them. And also, on the train? What train? It's Lewiston, not Auschwitz. they chose to go there. But my meme, my great-grandmother, was also on the train who went to Lewiston, and she had 12 siblings, and 2 of her younger brothers drowned in the Androscoggin River. 2 of them. That sounds like some shitty parents, negligent parents to me. Those French Canadians need to get their act together. I can understand why people were judgmental. But I just hope, I just think that we should now just welcome in this new crowd, just have a whole bunch of moths that these, in 50 years, their kids can make fun of them for and have a comedy show inside of. Oh, the Franklin Heritage Center is a church. Sorry, I didn't set that joke up right. I do come from a big Lewiston Catholic extended family, so a lot of mistakes. And during the holidays, I go to my uncle's house, and this is the only time, these family gatherings are the only time in my life when I hang out with little kids and old people. That demographic of human just isn't in my life that much. And before I go to these family gatherings, I have to say to myself, Jamie, don't talk about politics, and don't talk about your hemorrhoids. And this most recent family gathering at Christmas, I was talking to my second cousin Sam, who's anywhere between the ages of 8 and 12, I have no idea. And he said, Jamie, if Native Americans rain dance backwards, could they make it stop raining? And I said, first off, Sam, don't ask me a question, you can just look up on Wikipedia. Just play Pokemon Go, you can figure this out for yourself. But then I said, I don't know, Sam. I dance like a white guy. And he said, what do you mean? You don't know how to make it rain? And I said, no, Sam. But when I do the Macarena, all the pussies get wet. I said, I fertilize vaginas, Sam. And then my aunt piped in and she was like, no, you don't fertilize shit. She said, you don't even bring a date to these things. Or a dish. She said, I made that thing that made that thing that you're talking to. You're a second cousin. You're not even an uncle. You're an extraneous human being at this event. You contribute nothing to no one. And I said, well, actually, I'm a very frequent contributor to the Bangor Daily News and Portal Pro Herald online comment section. Check out my Discus profile. It's pretty active. And she said, Jamie, nobody cares what you have to say. The only people who care what you have to say are getting paid by the NSA. I said, Allahu Akbar. God is great. Thank God someone's paying attention to me. That's why I put that in my text messages. But anyway, I ran into my Aunt Kate at Hannaford on Super Bowl Sunday in Yarmouth. And I thought, this is great. Football. Good neutral topic to talk about. So I said, hey Kate, I think Tom Brady's been playing around my asshole because my hemorrhoids deflated a little bit. And she got mad and I was like, whoa, correction. Tom Brady's assistant was doing undisclosed things behind closed doors with my asshole. Either way, it's deflated a little bit and it's easier to play with. Alright, thank you Biddeford.
Good afternoon, everybody. Y'all have a good time tonight? You enjoying the show? Woo! All right. Just in case you're wondering, this shirt isn't just for show. I am actually a dork and a nerd and a geek. In fact, my cell phone when it rings is a Super Mario Brothers theme song. And when I get a text message, it's Mortal Kombat saying finish it. Which I'm afraid that's going to come at the wrong time. I'm afraid it's going to be beating the shit out of somebody, and then my phone's just going to say, finish him. You heard what it said? Okay, let's be honest. I'm going to be getting my ass beat. I'm going to get a text message that's going to say, finish him. No, wait, you're just kidding, please. No, God, don't kill me. And there'll be no sympathy for my death. But the autopsy room will oddly enough smell a lot like pizza. So there's that. We're going to keep the show moving right along. We're going to bring up another one of our comedians, a really funny lady. Let's get up for the beautiful and the funny Allie Simpson, everybody.
Thank you very much. My great grandmother was also French Canadian, Jamie, and both of her husbands drowned in Lake Champlain. I think we need to start a different stereotype about which kind of person can't swim. French Canadians are drowning all over the place. They were probably just drunk. I have a lot of drunks in my family. A lot of families got your sad drunks and your mean drunks. My family's got a lot of conspiracy drunks. Like once, after 5 Mike's Hard Lemonades, my uncle tried to prove that 9/11 wasn't real by throwing a Nerf ball at a bookshelf. And that's not really a joke, it's just Thanksgiving. Yeah, my name is Allie Simpson, and I've never received an unsolicited dick pic. I have to go door to door asking for them. Very difficult. I am so single that I buy my yarn and bondage gear on Etsy. Are you guys on a date, by the way?
Us?
Yeah.
We've been together for a couple years.
All right. I'm sorry. This is your date night. I'm sorry you're spending it. I apologize on behalf of us all. But it is better to be alone, though, I think, than to be with a man-child. I had to get rid of a man-child recently because he refused to accept that butt stuff is a sometimes snack. They're the worst. But, I've been trying to date, but really dating is a little bit like applying to college. The schools you want to get into have really high rejection rates. Personally, I have like an 87% acceptance rate. Even C students are welcome. I'm more concerned about those extracurricular activities. I used to have a 100% acceptance rate back when I was for profit. The government shut that down. Apparently my course offerings were subpar and I was targeting veterans and single moms. Don't know how my sex life ended up like Trump University. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of Donald Trump. Not really a fan of what he's been doing. But like when his administration started, attacking women's reproductive rights, I was like, okay, we got to assassinate this guy for sure. And that's a treasonous idea. It's a terrible idea. But an idea's life begins at conception. Couldn't get rid of it till it came out of my mouth. Now we all have to deal with it. I asked my mom if she regretted having me, and she said, I love all my children equally. And I said, that doesn't answer the question. My mom and I are a lot alike. We're both partial to wines we can easily pronounce while ordering more wine. House, box, table. We also both don't like my dad very much. They say you are what you eat. My dad would be OxyContin. Oh man. I think we need some more lighthearted jokes. I sense a pearl fall over the room with that abortion joke. What do Mainers use to style their hair? Mousse. Alright, let's do a little bit better. Forget about the past couple of minutes. We're bringing it back. I used to date just a lot of toxic people when I was younger. I put up with a lot of bullshit. And the first guy I ever let play with these, he said, they're nice, but I wish they were a little bigger. And at the time, I wanted them to be bigger. Now, I want the guy to die in an avalanche. Just smothered by nature's biggest titties. Poetic justice. But the worst thing though is when people take their insecurities out on you. I was with this guy and we're trying doggy style for the first time, and he couldn't get it in. And so he says, "It's not working because your butt is too big. Maybe you gained a little weight." Now, I don't know how well y'all can see, but I invite you all to look at my butt. Now I invite you all to imagine how tiny this guy's dick must have been for this to have been in the shoe. Fuck you, Arthur. Not bitter, it's fine. I was walking down the street the other day. This guy says to me, "Hey, Cupcake, smile." And I did not smile, because I am not a cupcake. Alright, I am an office birthday cake. Everybody gets a piece. Nobody feels great about it afterwards. I went to public school in the South, which means I never learned how to have safe sex with a banana. Which is fine if you end up with canned green bean dick motherfuckers like Arthur. You know you grew up poor when you used canned green beans as a unit of dick measurement? Another thing I learned from Arthur is that guys who claim they like eating pussy are like girls who claim they like making out with other girls. Neither of them are going to eat pussy, okay? If a guy says he likes it before y'all go home together, he is lying, okay? He's just saying it to get into your pants. He just wants, he's just paying lip service, okay? Just paying lip service. In reality, he'll give it 1 or 2 licks and then he's jackhammering away and you're like, "Oh no, fooled again." Just want to fart on his dick out of spite. Can't fart on his dick. Portland's a small town. You don't want to be that girl. Well, maybe you do. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I need a little foreplay. Foreplay with me is like making a Hot Pocket. Mash a few buttons, heat me up for a couple minutes, still gonna be cold in the middle. Just because there's stuff oozing out doesn't mean I'm done, you guys. I'm sorry, this is a restaurant. This is a family establishment. I do like this place, though. I like that they serve meat. It reminds me of my meat joke. I like my men like I like my steak. Rare, they're just not around. I went to a very conservative school, like I said earlier, in the South. And it made me a bit of a political activist. I was very much an activist in the South. I'd call out the kids who were bullies. I'd call out the homophobic kids by insinuating that they were gay. And my 10-year high school reunion's coming up. Turns out a lot of those kids are actually gay. So I was bullying gay kids, you guys. Sometimes things aren't so black and white. Sometimes there are shades of gay. Right. I'm going to end this on a political joke because that went really well last time. I am pro background checks for people who want to purchase guns. I'm not anti-gun. I just want to inconvenience douchebags. Thank you all very much.
Give it up for Ellie! Whoa. Alright, how you doing, man? I'm gonna go play tonight. My name's going out.
Yeah, I told you that. Other one. Why do I look at my left?
Alright, listen. But yeah, I get an introduction, but I am b-rad, the most perverted son of a bitch in Maine. Yeah. That's my YouTube channel, you'll find that out. And this t-shirt actually is a song, Shitty Titties. I'll get back to that later. But, what the fuck? Alright.
Don't fight.
Hit my button. Oh yeah. Yeah. Alright. Alright, about you. What is it? I'm a 33-year-old that lives my man, in a state now. And she's so much of me, to be in that. But yeah, I work at Walmart for my day job. Oh yeah. Yep. There's some story there. Sometimes people come at the door. That's not so much a good idea because But yeah. Also, I get some weird people coming to check out and all that. One night I had some girls come around that were all dressed up, ready to go out, have a good time, pick up some guys. What is one thing you people be picking up now? I don't know. Yep, gas tax. Yeah, it's good to go at the top that night, you know. And glad I know the guy. I'll be talking that night. Oh yeah, then the guy gets me a vibrator. You got a vibrator pants? No, I'm just shit my pants. Yeah. But yeah, I noticed there's a single guys out there. I'm trying to pick up some of these tonight. Any single guys out there?
Are you from around here or are you local? But yeah.
Hey guys, if you're all picking up the girls, you make sure you always have an extra. Always have a picture because if you have to get busy, you know, to put your clothes off, you're going to have to have a cool pair of underwear. Like a Star Wars pair of underwear. Because if you have a shit sleeve, you don't want that shit sleeve seeing that shit. So always keep this in your glove compartment or the underwear compartment in your car. Yeah. But you get this back to your house. You have to go down on the girl. You know, I have a really sick reservation when it comes to that. Maybe it's milk coming out when the girl's ejaculation. Right there, you'll probably let it milk, crackers and chocolate, Asian do that coffee milk, or the soy milk, and I'll probably put the strawberry milk once a month. You don't want to go put the strawberry milk. No.
Because you really suck.
How are you?
You're holding Star Wars underwear. I can't.
You want my right to you?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I thought it was a little smoky.
My person's not but yeah, hey, that's all my time today, so I'll talk to you later.
I'm sorry. I try not to run around the basement, but sometimes he just sneaks out and hides in the trunk. Like, what are you gonna do? God damn it, B-Rad. I said punctuation so people can understand during the micro. Anyway, moving on. So now we're going to bring up a comedian that's actually going to make you laugh and not make you cringe. Really funny gentleman. Actually, one of the few heroes in the room, I would probably dare to say. Did a lot of good work during 9/11. Let's give it up for Big Bob Lewinsky, everybody.
Thank you. How you doing? Is anybody left?
That's recorded.
Actually, Biddeford, they used to teach French in the school when I was a kid. And they still do that? It was like the primary language. English was second language here. One thing I noticed about French people, they got different words for everything. Except Burger King. Blah, 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 Burger King. What the fuck is that all about? Holy shit, I feel like a chicken McNugget up here. I hate it when that happens. How you guys doing? No, how you doing?
How you doing?
All right, exactly. I was in New York City going up the elevator to the Empire State Building with some Russian friends of mine, and they don't let me touch any of the buttons going on this elevator. They got a guy running the elevator. And I walked up to him, I said, how you doing? He goes, no, how you doing? I said, hey, forget about it. He goes, you do that better than we do. Maybe you had to be there for that one. Everybody goes, you're doing Joey Tribbiani from Friends, right? Nah, that's Ricky Corielli from Hoboken. He's a friend of mine. That's a true story. I do a lot of true stories in my county. This is probably going to be the longest 10 minutes of my life tonight. Thanks. All the comedians laughing, I take it. How you guys doing? Are you guys all French Canadians?
Yeah.
No? That's good. I went up to Canada. I went to Nova Scotia by boat with a plank-by-plank replica of Henry Hudson's boat from 1609. The Half Moon was a pirate ship, basically. And I was in a place called Lunenburg, watching the 6 o'clock news, and they were interviewing this 101-year-old woman on the TV. On the 6 o'clock news, the guy goes, 101 years old, what's the best thing about being 101? And she said, no peer pressure. Thank you, that's the truth. And then he goes, 101 years old, what do you expect your future to be like? And she said, short. And then he goes, hey, have you ever been bedridden? And she said, oh, hundreds of times. And twice on a dory. I don't think she understood the question, eh? Thanks for laughing at that. Those are true stories. Being on a boat sucked in Canada. Le bateau, for all you French Canadian people. All right, I got nothing with that. There's nothing goes with that. But we can come down a little further south. Anybody here from the county? You guys all know where the county is? Aroostook County, Maine. Hey, is anybody paying attention? Oh, shit. I can tell you from Aroostook County, you just hear things different up there that you don't hear anywhere else. Like, hey, hon, now that we're divorced, are you still my sister? All right, thanks for a gratuitous laugh on that one. Pot's legal? Any pot smokers here? Woo! All right. My mother's 88 years old. I take care of my mom. Probably one of the few good things I do with my life these days. When I'm growing pot in my bedroom and she comes in, she sees the pot plant. She says, I am not looking at that every time I walk in here. Put up a fucking wall. My mom actually said fucking. And then, so I'm building this wall. I got my gardener, his name is Miguel. He works for the restaurant up the street. And I went to ask him if he'd help me put this wall up, and he said no. So I got a bunch of other friends of mine to put this wall up, and the wall's up, it's finished. My mom says, now pay the people. I realized my mom played the trump card on me. Thank you. That's as close to a political joke as I'm going to get. I don't do political jokes, but you guys might be on the other side. I don't really care. The guy who's running the show now ain't doing that good a job, but some people are happy with him, some people ain't happy with him. Doesn't affect my paycheck at all. I'm disabled. I had a job once. Oh yeah, I was an iron worker. Anybody here?
Yeah.
Iron working? Putting up the skeletons of buildings? We're not noted for our intellect. Oh yeah, you can tell he's an iron worker. He'll refer to third grade as my senior year. He's the first one with his driver's license in the third grade. He might be an iron worker. Hey, Ma, does everybody in third grade got a dick this big? No, you're 18, you idiot. True story. A lot of truth to that. You ever notice when you're at work, the boss never comes by when you're working? Always comes by when you're taking a break. Oh yeah, iron working. First thing in the morning, you go up a couple floors, smoke a joint, boss comes by and catches you, and gets mad because you didn't ask him to join you. Then he gets mad again because you left your tools down below and you gotta go back down and get them. You want to borrow the microphone, dude? You don't gotta yell. Yeah, you. So anyway, you got like 500 feet of welding weighs about a pound a foot. You don't want to make fucking 27 trips, so you load up as much as you can carry. You've got like 500 feet, you're laying it out, get all the way over there, you got sweat dripping off the end of your nose, you're smoking a cigarette, the boss comes by, what are you doing? Well, I got all set up, now I'm taking a break. Don't you have another speed? Yeah, but I didn't think you'd handle it if I moved that slow. I actually said that to a foreman more than once. Foreman can't take a joke sometimes. Wow.
Local, or are you from around here?
Is that like a local joke or something? You asked that earlier to the other comedian.
I'm asking you now.
I'm not a native. I moved here when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
I had a choice, really. Not really. I came here, my parents brought me here. I wasn't old enough to move out, so I kind of had to move here. But I'm not a native. I wasn't born here. Are you a native?
Yes.
Don't get any on me, all right? Where were you born?
Right here.
Right here?
On Main Street.
On the main street?
Yeah.
Looks like they cleaned it up since that happened.
Oh, yeah.
How old are you?
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't think I can count that high.
Kidding me?
I might be older than you. I don't fucking know. How old do you think I am? I ain't brand new.
You're probably 68.
Not quite, but close.
Okay.
And how old you are? 68? That's what I'm gonna look like in a couple of years? Holy shit. Oh my fucking word. Getting old sucks.
Wow, I'm from Biddeford.
You're from Biddeford?
Wow, right here.
Did you choose to move here? Or this is where you ended up?
Yeah. That's where I ended up.
You did this on, what's your name, sir?
My name?
Yeah, your name.
Paul.
Paul. Is he lying to me? Everybody know this guy? He's probably fucking lying to me. You tell everybody his name's Paul. You go home and, Bill, get in here.
Yeah, they know me right here.
Nobody's claiming nothing. Look at them. They're all pointing at each other over there.
I'm local.
You're local. That's good. You ever work iron?
Yeah.
You did. I believe you.
Kidding me?
No. I did. I worked iron. You know, when the boss comes by and you're working, he leaves you alone, but then he takes off. You don't stick around and ask you what you're doing, but you start taking a break, he'll ask you what you're doing. When the boss ain't around, you'll be busting your ass.
I know, I did. All my
Oh
life.
yeah, the boss comes by after you in a little while, and you're standing there and he goes, what are you doing? It's like, I'm fucking up. What's it look like I'm doing?
I know, I busted my ass all year. All my
Dude, this is the part of the show where I talk and you listen. You had a chance. You can actually probably put your name on the fucking list and we'll listen to you exclusively. But if you keep interrupting me, I'm not going to have any fun in either of you.
I won't interrupt you no more.
All right, because they're actually paying me to be here tonight. And I'm pretty sure we can listen to your shit for free all week. Boss comes by, what are you doing? I'm fucking off. What's it look like I'm doing? Matter of fact, the big boss came by a little while ago. I don't need your help on this part. Thanks. You don't have to leave. Just be quiet. That sucks. Now I gotta fucking come up with something funny right away, or else I'm gonna look like I'm the asshole. So anyway, you go to lunch, you smoke a joint, you come back, you gotta smack the first year apprentice in the head. Do something about your face. You're gonna get us all in trouble. You're walking across the beam, you see the safety guy down below, take a couple nuts and bolts out of your bolt bag and you wait until they're just about ready to hit. Thank you. Thanks for supporting comedy. Serious. Thank you. Wait till they're just about ready to hit you. Blow me! Scare the shit out of him. He'll run and hide in the trailer. Boss comes by at the end of the day. Where's your partner? Oh, it ain't my day to watch him. Not a bad guy to work with if you don't mind working alone. You're in a bunch of trouble. Did you throw a bunch of shit at the safety guy and holler, blow me? No, I was walking across the beam. I said, look out below me. Thank you.
Yep.
Maybe I'll leave it because I suck, are you? Because I'll get off the stage and we'll bring up another comedian. You just go out and smoke pot, aren't you? Yeah, hey, I'll be out in a few minutes. You could have waited. I smoke pot. Smoking pot makes you have short-term memory loss. Where did they say they were going?
Amnesty Pub.
You smoke crack? You ever smoke crack? You tell you've been smoking too much crack, you think the car in front of you is following you? You're locked in the bathroom, you think they're in the heater vent? Time for rehab right around then. You're locked there on the 40th floor, you think they're looking in the windows at you? Yeah, it's time for rehab right around then. There's more to that joke, but I can't remember what the fuck it is right now. Oh, I know. I worked at the World Trade Center as an IR worker. That's the truth. I'm proud of that one. And, yeah, I got real sick, too. My old lady weighed 105 pounds, and I weigh, right now I'm about 240, but I was about 285 pounds when I worked down there. And I come back, I couldn't breathe. And we'd be making whoopee. You guys know what that is here in Biddeford, right? I'm not going to use the foul word, but anyway, we're making whoopee, and I turned red, then I turned purple, then I turned blue, and then I black out. She pretty much get pissed off, but she'd have to lay there till I woke up. Oh yeah, a couple times of that, and she says, fuck this shit, go to the doctors. So I went to the doctor, and he got me on this thing here. Can you see me? It was working great. Old lady's happy, everybody's happy, and all of a sudden I start having trouble again. Well, what the fuck is going on? I'm having trouble again. I look down, she's holding this color chart up next to my face. Oh yeah, I look down, she's crimping the hose. Apparently I was finishing too fast. Maybe I had to be there for that one, but it was fucking funny, I'm telling you. Hey, you guys are great. We got a whole bunch more comedians tonight. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you very much. All right. Back to your host, Joe.
Give it a big applause, everybody. One hell of a guy. So we're having fun tonight. Everybody enjoy yourselves. Despite you, I try and scare everybody. I one time I actually, you guys been to the sex shops lately? No, ma'am. I see a look on your face. She's like, oh, me? No. Well, if you've been to sex shops lately, things have changed quite a bit in sex shops. They're no longer like wall-to-wall DVDs like they used to be because, anyone can go in the bathroom here and pull up porn on their phone in a minute's notice. So, they've had to kind of expand their market into more toys. So they have all kinds of different toys and gadgets and gizmos and sexy boots that go up to your fucking hip like power armor. It's just really fucking weird. But the one thing that really caught my attention is the Get masks. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a golden age of the Get mask. You have a Get mask for any flavor. You can have the Playboy Bunny Get mask. You can have the standard Get mask. You can have the pink pig Get mask. Do your Porky Pig fantasy.
What's a Get mask?
A Get mask is a tight leather mask you put on to kind of constrict yourself. I don't know, I personally like to breathe while I'm fucking. Apparently Bob just needs to clip the hose. But the one that really caught my attention and made me really confused was the Jason Voorhees Get mask. the fuck is this for? Seriously, who wants that? Seriously, like you two are a couple. Could you imagine you're dressed up, you got the short shorts on, and the tied-off T-shirt, and the camp counselor outfit, and you're sitting on the bed. I thought about this way too much. He walks in, he's just wearing that mask. He's got his machete out.
Probably stop there.
Suck, my, cock. Rear, chop. Fun on Crystal Lake. Or maybe that's fun on crystal meth, I'm not quite sure. On that note, we're going to bring up our next comedian, another really funny, beautiful, and talented lady. Let's give it up for Krystal Kameidies, everybody. B-rad. I'm trying to tell you, you're not getting any milk or pussy. I say it with love, but with that shirt, that shitty titty shirt, and like your fupa's hanging out. Men usually don't have a fupa, just women.
Yeah.
And you're hanging in front of me with your Star Wars underwear. Who would be attracted to that? He's one of the reasons I got off a match. I can't. Well, it was also my username, probably Pop Rock Pussy, that attracted B-rad. And we could have maybe had a sliver of a chance if you didn't have that Confederate fucking flag in your bedroom. You ain't getting no local pussy, I hate to tell you. And that's too bad for you because it's beautiful. Beautiful. I had a dude tell me.
You sent me last night.
No, shut it down. I had a dude tell me, Krystal, you're really not marriage material because you're crazy. But you have a beautiful vagina. I was like, score! My vagina's been through 2 husbands, 2 natural childbirths, an array of spoons. I mean, and it's still beautiful. I will take that. I will take a beautiful vagina over being sane any day. Yeah, it's good. I mean, also helps that I do kegels and crunches and kale every morning because I don't want my vagina to be just beautiful. I want it to be strong, right? And socially accepted, like Caitlyn Jenner or porcelain veneers. Either one, just smile at you. My vagina is so beautiful, she kisses you back. Don't get any ideas, Bob. I'm seeing you over there. Iron worker or not. Damn. I'm still scarred by B-rad. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ, B-rad. I don't know what the hell was going on now. I want to thank Cowbell for having us. First night of comedy here. Give it up for Cowbell. I live in Saco. Thank you. I am not a native. You could have guessed. I'm not a native, although my ancestors, some of them did also ride the train. Probably not the same one that Governor LePage was talking about. But, I love Maine. I've been here a while. Moved here from San Diego to Gorham, Maine. Yeah, my mother did a lot of drugs. And we needed to be in the witness protection program for some reason. And yeah, Gorham's the perfect place. Like, we're not going to stand out there at all. If anybody comes looking for us, right? Fit right in. Assimilate right into Gorham, Maine. I tried to fit in. I'm looking around Gorham like, what's going on in Gorham? I see Amato's, right? No offense, Cowbell. That famous slogan, there's nothing like a real Italian. I gotta try one of those. I want to fit in. I ended up with 2 white kids. I should have just bought the sandwich. You know what I'm saying? 2 white kids. Try walking around Gorham, Maine with 2 white kids and being a mocha. People think I stole them. The police would circle and like, that new family that lives over on the corner. You know, when you can count the number of brown people in a town,
kind of difficult to assimilate, but I love Guam. It's good. It's good. Dating in Maine has been great. Been married twice. I'm looking for a third time. B-rad, you're not going to be under consideration. To let you know, shitty titty shirt. What is that? I'm scared. And that mask thing that Joe was talking about. Brown people don't like to be constrained or shit on it. We already went through enough of that. I don't need shackles. I don't need to be tied up. I had enough of that. I was scarred for life by watching Roux with my family when I was 7. We all know the movie Roux that came out in the 70s. No? Yes, I see some nods. All right. So I come from a racially blended family. My mother's black, my father's white. We used to, make fun of everybody's differences as long as it wasn't mean-spirited. We played right into the stereotypes, just like the shows that were popular at that time in the 70s, the Jeffersons, right? Sanford and Son, All in the Family. Edith? I can do Edith. Right? Thank you. That's the white name. It comes out every now and then. Woo! So we all have to sit down and watch Roux. It was like a week-long miniseries back then. And about the third night, I'm looking at my mom. Third night of seeing black people getting jacked up by white people. I look over at my father, and I'm like, you bastard. You motherfucker. Get your crack ass out of my sandbox. You and me done. He's like, Krystal, you don't even know what cracker is. I'm like, crack, that's the sound the whip makes when your granddaddy was beating mine. My mother's like, Krystal, go to your room. Just go to your room. I want reparations. I want a double up in my allowance. I ain't picking up no toys anymore. It's too much like picking cotton. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. And that rope swing you have out back, take that shit down. It's a reminder that you can, wish my little brown ass whenever you want. Then my mother slapped the shit out of me. She's like, all right, enough Kunta Kinte. Shut it down. Yeah, love the roots, love the roots. Dating. Allie's talking about dating. It's fun dating in Maine. The white guys, they kind of want to tone it down a little bit. Scare me. The black guys think I'm too black. Not black enough. Depending on, the day of the week. Because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I kind of play up the white side. From Friday and through the weekend, I do the black. How you doing, Paul? I see you there. You know what? You and I, we were bonding. Don't listen to Bob. He didn't want you to steal a show, but you really, you got some laughs for him. So we're right here. I appreciate you. Yeah, see, you're down. He's down with the swirl. Paul is down with the swirl. He has lived. I know he has. Look at you. We can meet after. I take EBT, PayPal, cash, a gift certificate to Rennie's. I mean, times are tough. Times are tough. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know. Allie's talking about dating. Owen's talking about clowns. I dated a few clowns. I did. Been married twice. Couple of clowns, couple of guys that I met on Match. B-rad. So I did one time, this one guy's like, best part of me is black. It's like, well, whip it out then, motherfucker, whip it out. We will determine right here, that's the best part of you. He took out his black Amex to pay the bill. We were not on the same level. So tried to get another tequila before I cashed that thing out. Damn. I don't know what else is going on in the world. Trump supporters, anti-Trump supporters. I'm just looking for Melania because we haven't seen her since the inauguration. I think she needs to GoFundMe, and I'm just afraid. I'm afraid for Melania. I'd be pissed if I were her. All she has is that chintzy jewelry line. He's like a billionaire. Like, he's throwing her crumbs, and she's sucked his dick. I just can't get that visual out of my head. It's like going down on b-rad. Can you imagine? Without the, I mean, I know, look at him. Now he's in an attitude. No, b-rad, I love you. If he was a billionaire, I would love b-rad. Bob, I will fuck you up too. I don't care that you were still lying trying to pedal me off the b-rad. That's some white entitlement right there. I ain't for sale. Emancipation! I like you, Bob. Just don't touch me. What else? What's that? Am I turning red? It's really hard to make me blush. It really is, because you really can't see it. But it's wintertime, and I fade in the wintertime. I know it's hard to believe, but I do. I used to have, when I first moved here, I had people ask me all the time, do you tan? Do you tan? Your skin color is so gorgeous. Do you tan? I had to tell them it was a chocolate vanilla swirl. And they didn't know what that meant. They're like, I like Dairy Queen, but I don't. We were on different levels, Paul. You get what I'm saying? I know you love Dairy Queen. See? Paul, you are moving in fast. Yeah, man. He's moving. He's like, I like Dairy Queen. What you got, girl? You want the chocolate dip? Strawberry! Well, Paul, do I have a story for you? I had gone out to a party in Saco. One of my neighbors invited me. I get there, and this younger dude is checking me out. Right? It's kind of shirt, kind of like b-rad without the shitty titty shirt, you know. And so he's like, I don't know where you're from, but he's like, you're some gorgeous. You're gorgeous. Look at you. You want to go to Burger King with me? No, I'm not asking you, Paul. I'm telling you the story. You want to go to Burger King with me? And I'm like, no, I don't really want to go to Burger King with me. I'm making my drink, and I turn around, and he does one of these things. And he's like, Thomas, I get you anything you want. And go to Burger King. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, this is the love lunch. It works all the time on those vaudeville girls. So I kind of fell prey to the vaudeville lunch, and I took him home the next morning. He's like, darling, you're so beautiful. Even in the morning, look at you, you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. And I just want to tell you, that pussy tastes some good. Wow, it was right, Paul, you can imagine. And I said, okay, well, what does pussy usually taste like to you? I don't know. And he said, well, those vaudeville girls taste like potatoes. He said, you taste like strawberries. The sugar box tastes like strawberries. I know. Paul was astounded. And I was like, I'll take that. I'll take that. You know, it's better than being compared to capers, you know, or lox and bagels, you know. That was it. It was just the one date with the waterville dude. So I just wanted to let you know I got the strawberries. Back it up, b-rad. Back it up. Yeah, I'll leave you with my last dating experience. I know, I'm telling you, I could write a book. Dude, burly guy, you know, barrel chest, plaid shirt, mountain man type of dude, you know. A little bit younger than me though, like 10 years younger. So I was not really feeling it. He's like, Krystal, I had a really good time. I'd like to go out again with you. Actually, what I want to do is take you home and wear you to bed like a dick mitten. We have another day, and I'm going to leave you on that. My name is Krystal Kameidies. Thank you so much.
Give it up for Krystal, everybody. She's got those chocolate-covered strawberries. Yeah. Hey, people, we got two more comedians for you guys. Next guy up just won Central Maine's Funniest Comedian Award. Let's give it up for Billy Jack Goodman, everybody! Good win, not good win, my man. I'm not Jewish. Jesus. Give it up for Joe Ellis, our host tonight. That's the worst goddamn fight I've ever heard. There we go. Once again, give it up for Joe Ellis, our host, the only man who's lived longer with AIDS than Magic Johnson. Unbelievable. We're doing a benefit show for him later. How's everyone doing tonight? Golly, man, where the hell did everyone go? This is like one of the last guys on the Titanic. I'm debating about how cold the fucking water is before I jump out of this shit. I want to give it up to Cowbell. This place is awesome. The waitress staff here are fucking gorgeous. Holy moly, guys, you are beautiful. I went to the Adams Street pub. They had like one chick working there. She had 3 teeth, and they were fighting each other. So this is actually quite nice. I really do like this. You knew this was kind of a pretty neat eating bar, because I came in here earlier and I was like, the waitress asked what I want to eat. I said, well, I'd like to have a vegan salad with the dressing on the side. And very politely, she leaned over, she goes, well, sir, there's a sign on the door that says we don't serve fucking pussies. And I was like, you need to go back to Portland? And I was like, all right. I'll have a fucking hamburger, okay? So, did everyone enjoy the comics earlier tonight? Did you guys enjoy that? There we go, nice clap there, guys. Krystal Kameidies came up before me. Give her a round of applause. She is my favorite comedian in town because her jokes will make you laugh and you can masturbate to them. So it's fantastic. It's fantastic. You may not know that me and Krystal got like a sexual tension thing going on here. But everyone knows that ginger and mocha are 2 great tastes that may not go great together. I would, what keeps me from having sex with you, that and my wife would be so pissed if I stopped talking about comics. She would not be happy with that. This little joke copy I have would probably go by the wayside if that she finds out about that. But Krystal is one of my favorite people in the world because I like confident women who understand their sexuality. And if you ever go partying with her, she is the funnest person to ever go partying with. So one day we all went to dancing, and we went to Bubba Selkie Lounge. Have you ever been to Bubba Selkie Lounge in Portland? You ever been there before, Bob? Bubba Selkie Lounge was like that really cool club in the 70s, what is it, Studio 55? But now it's like on welfare and has a heroin addiction. That's kind of what that place is. But this particular night we went to go dancing, that place was bumping. And Krystal coming in with full fucking confidence. And they had a big bouncer up front. And the guy's like, it's a $5 cover. And without missing a beat and walking right by him, Krystal just puts her hand in this guy's face and says, please, bitch, I'm Krystal K. You should be paying me to come here. And she walks right into the place. And then the guy was like, holy shit. I'll walk right in. And I'm right behind her. I'm counting my change to get the $5 cover. And I said, well, maybe I'll try that. So I'm not as confident as Krystal. So I was like, pussy bitch? Can I get your pussy bitch? He's like, fucking carrot top, you gotta pay $10 and you're lucky you don't beat your ass in the parking lot. But we got it in there. And Krystal K does not walk into a bar. She's like a very sexy Kool-Aid man. She just busts in and goes, oh yeah! And just walks into this place. And her mocha sensuality just like flutters through the bar. And you can see all these players and they're having their drinks and they can smell it. They're like, you just like start walking towards her. It was crazy. She walks out on the dance floor, and it was like a bad 80s video. You just see all these guys kind of circling her, dancing, ready to make their fucking move. And like Quick Draw McGraw over here, she just puts them down one at a time. She walks up, she goes, you're short, shut it down. You got a lazy eye, shut that shit down. You're wearing black shoes and a brown belt, shut that shit down. You got braces and you're an adult? You think I'm gonna do that in my sugar box? Hell no. Shut the fuck down. But the best part, all these guys, you think they would be like scared or moving away, but they just love it. They're like addicted to the mocha magic she has. So they're buying drinks all night for her, for us, for everybody. I'm like dancing, this guy taps me on the shoulder, it's a lazy eye guy, he's like, well, Krystal told me to buy you a drink. I'm like, that's for me or this guy? He's like, that's for you. She's the best girl to ever go out with. At the end of the night, it's like 2 in the morning, they kick us out. I'm sitting on the corner shivering, getting like the shakes and the spins waiting for my Uber, and she pulls out like a BMW going, "See you at the after party, bitches!" Holy moly, and she drove in there with like a Honda Accord. I don't know where the fuck you got that BMW. Holy moly, she is crazy. Enough about Krystal. Let's talk about me and my trials and tribulations. I'll tell you one thing, just like that waitress said earlier, don't be fooled by this rugged exterior. I'm kind of a pussy. I'm kind of a pussy. I've only been punched once in the face in my life, and that was from my wife when I loaded the dishwasher wrong. I say, "I'm sorry, I know the Tupperware does not go on the bottom." But I'm kind of a pussy. Once at my job, I got a paper cut, and I was on workman's comp for like 3 months. I said, I ain't fucking going in. But recently I went through a whole bunch of pain. And if you go through life, I never broke a bone, I've been pain-free, but I had this pain, it was like a shot of lightning to my side. It came very sporadically. It would just happen every once in a while, and bam! Like, oh! And it happened at weird times. I'd be like doing the dishes, and it'd be like, oh! Fuck, 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 and I'd have to sit down until the pain goes away. Or I'd be driving my car, and I'd be like, oh! Fuck, 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 and I'd have to pull the car over till the pain went away. Or I'd be masturbating, I'd be like, oh, just write it out to the end. I'm just joking. I actually don't masturbate like this. I'm actually a backhand masturbator. But I thought if I did that on stage, it looked like I'm jerking off another dude, and I don't know, I want to confuse you with my audience members. Why do I do backhand jerking off? I don't know. That's just the way my mom taught me. That's the way my mom taught me. Homeschool, folks. Sex ed was horrible. Horrible homeschool. So anyways, this really came to a crescendo. I got to work one day, I'm in a meeting, and boom! Oh! It was a real bad pain. And afterwards, I had to take a super piss. So I excused myself, and I went into the bathroom, and I go in there, and I start doing my process, and I take out Big Red. Now, I'm not saying Big Red because I'm trying to be braggadocious. It's really because I don't manscape a lot. I'm allergic to conditioner. So it's a little crazy down there. If you want a better visual of my penis, think of the beaker from the Muppets. That's kind of the best visual of my penis looks like. So I try to take a piss, and there is something blocking up the works. Something is not going right. And I'm doing all my tricks. I'm trying to do a swivel and a stir. Nothing's coming. I started singing songs about water to kind of get the flood going. I'm like, don't go chasing waterfalls. Please don't shh. Oh, when I start pissing, I'm like, oh, thank you, let that little piss. Thank you so much. And this piece was so good. I held on to the towel rack and I just leaned back and, oh my God, I fell asleep twice. Oh God, so good. And I finished up and I looked in the toilet and the toilet was all red. And I'm like, who put Kool-Aid in the puppy toilet? And I realized it wasn't Kool-Aid, it was blood in the toilet. Now for women in the crowd, I know seeing blood in the toilet is not scary. But for a man having blood come out of his penis is like seeing your childhood dog die of a heroin overdose. It is fucking shocking. Shocking as shit. But being the boss that I am, I didn't panic. I just went, I zipped up my fly, I went and washed my hands, put a little water in my face, I walked out of that bathroom, I excused myself from work, I walked to my car, I got in, and I panicked like a motherfucker. I'm sitting there going, oh my God, bloody penis! I got a bloody penis! I'm praying to God, I'm like, just take the wheel! Just don't take my penis. Just please God, don't take my penis. So I go to the emergency room. And I'm thinking, I thought I was going to the VIP treatment. I thought I was going to walk in and go, bloody penis. And they'd be like, oh, right ahead, sir. We got 3 beautiful big breasted nurses. We'll jerk that blood right out of you. It did not work like that. I was there forever. I went to x-ray, I waited. Finally got in the room. This doctor comes in, this little pencil neck doctor. And he's like, okay, Mr. Goodman, so we got here. He looks at my x-rays and he goes, Jesus Christ, I've never seen this before. I'm like, what? He's like, oh, this can't be right. This can't be right. He goes to the nurse's station. All the nurses gather around, and they're all looking at it. One nurse starts throwing up. I'm like, Jesus, what's happening here? The doctor comes back and says, sir, I have some very, very bad news for you. I'm like, oh my God, I got the AIDS. I got the AIDS. He's like, no, sir, you do not have the AIDS. You have the world's largest kidney stone. I'm like, what? And he throws up this x-ray, and here's my kidney, and it was all black. And I'm like, doctor, like, what do I do? Like, go home and drink some cranberry juice and like let nature take its course? He's like, dude, you should be fucking dead. You should not be alive right now. I'm like, oh, that's not what I want to hear, doctor. So the next thing you know, they got me over at Maine Med. I got my wife there. I got my mother there. And I'm talking to the surgeon. And I said, Doc, what the fuck are we going to do here? He's like, well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a little incision, put a stent in, taking your bladder to your kidney. And then I'm like, okay. And he goes, well, and then we're going to take a scope with a laser on it. We're going to insert it in you, and we're going to shoot your kidney. And my wife next to me, trying to be supportive, she goes, well, honey, you like lasers? I'm like, bitch, I'm in Star Wars. This motherfucker ain't Han Solo. Shooting the Valiant Death Star here. So I go, well, doctor, like, what are you going to do? Are you going to like make a decision and go in? He's like, oh, no, we're going to go through your ureter. I'm like, my ureter? He goes, yes, sir, we're going to go through your penis. I'm like, my penis? My penis? At this point, everything gets a little white and blurry. My wife and the doctor talks logistics, and I just sit in the corner going, oh my God, penis. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. If we survive this, no more dollar store tissues, no more dollar store lotions, nothing but Jergens, baby, nothing but Jergens for the rest of your life. They didn't need any anesthesia because I blacked the fuck out at this point. I just blacked the fuck out. So I had my surgery. I wake up in this room. I'm in pain. I'm in super pain. But I gotta look at it. I have to look at my penis. So I lift up my thing a little bit. I'm like, oh God. And my penis looked like Ronda Rousey's face after that bitch kicked her in the head. My penis just looks at me and goes, kill me. Kill me. I'm like, oh my God, this is not good. So the nurse comes in. She's like, the surgery was a success. And she goes, you in any pain? I'm like, oh, I'm in pain. She goes, well, I got some pain meds for you. And instantly I'm like a baby bird. I'm like, ready for that. She goes, no, sir. We can't give you any pills because you just came out of anesthesia. But we're going to give you this. And she just takes out this thing. It looks like a goddamn grenade. She goes, what is that? She goes, that's a suppository. I'm like, suppository? She goes, yes, we're going to put it up rectally, sir. I'm like, rectally? She goes, we're going to put this up your bum. I'm like, oh my God, my ass? Oh, God. Now listen, my penis is very torn shit. I haven't had time to have post-traumatic yet. And this woman wants to stick something up my ass. And I'm going to tell you right now, folks, I'm not being anything about the ass, but I'm very uncomfortable with that stuff. I don't even like wiping my own ass after I take a shit. And that was woman's going in deep. She goes, sir, you need to roll over so we can do this. I'm like, oh, God. Oh, God. So I bent over like this, and instantly every girlfriend I ever had, and I was like, baby, just the tip. Just the tip. It's all coming back now. It's just fucking karma. I'm sweating. I'm all scared. I can hear that nurse coming closer. I'm like, stop, it hurts. She goes, sir, I'm literally across the room. I will need double gadget arms to actually touch you right now. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm so fucking scared. I'm scared. And all of a sudden I hear, I said, is that you? You get a little ready? She says, yes, I am, sir. I said, oh God, I'm all scared. And she goes, sir, you need to loosen up. We're not turning coal into diamonds here. We need to stick this up your ass. I'm like, oh God. She gets closer, she puts that pill in, and instantly, I can taste the rainbow. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. Now that's how my brain felt. My body looked like this. Burger! She goes, sir, what'd you say? I said, burger! She goes, what'd you say, sir? I said, push the pill in further! Wonderful. That's been starting my love affair with a little thing called Oxycontin. Now we'll go and play that story, but that's a story that's still being written, folks. So I got a little bit of it right here, so I can't finish that story. I got one more story for you, because you're such a fucking lively crowd here tonight. I was going to try to leave on an uplifting note here, so I was going to talk about my dead dad. Is that all right? Can I do that tonight? Can I do that? Is that all right? Guys, can I talk about my dead dad? Is that all right? Is that going to offend you at all?
Sure.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, there we go. Something in common. There we go. Was he an alcoholic bastard?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. My dad was. No, sure. He was not a bad guy. My father was an ex-Marine. Right here, ex-Marine? There we go. You know what I'm talking about. The toughest shit my father was would chew metal and spit out nails. Tough guy. He was married to my mother for 50 years. Over 50 years they were together. And but my dad had one love in his life, one true love, and that was cigarettes. My dad loved cigarettes. If there was a baby kitten and then a pack of cigarettes hanging from a cliff, pretty sure, and my dad can only say one of them,
that cat would be fucked. Because my dad would be going for those fucking cigarettes. He loved them. He loved it. He smoked them in the womb. He was like a train coming out with a boost on my grandmother. He smoked them his whole life. My father was the kind of guy, when he got a pack of cigarettes, the first thing he'd do was just rip off the filter. Because in his words, filters are like condoms for the gays. That's what he thought. My father smoked all the goddamn time. He would like smoke when he was going to the bathroom. He would smoke when he was like taking a shower. He would do like sleep smoking. He loved it. But the worst thing he did was he would eat, sweat, and smoke all at the same time. It was absolutely goddamn disgusting. Multiple Thanksgivings, people would come and just leave or to throw up because they just couldn't take watching me eat. I was 27 before I knew that mashed potatoes were not made with cigarette ash. So, he loved it. He loved it. But of course, time goes on and he got sick. My dad hated doctors. We had to drag him. He was having a hard time breathing. So we had to drag him to the hospital to go see a doctor. And he goes, we go see the doctor, and he goes, sir, I got some bad news. You have cancer of the throat. And of course, the family is like, oh my God, oh my God. And my dad's like, well, at least it's not in the balls. So he was very happy about that shit. Very happy about that. And he goes, the doctor goes, well, sir, you got about 4 months to live, but if we put a feeding tube in you and we do a tracheotomy, we can give you 6 months. My dad was like, hold on, Doogie Howser, hold the fuck on here. I am not getting a cancer kazoo because it's way too late in life to learn how to start smoking from my neck. I am not doing that shit. So he said, all I want you to do is write me a prescription for some dick pills, and me and the wife are going to go to Costco, get some lube, and I'm going to fuck my way to the finish line. And God love him, that's exactly what he did, man. That's exactly what he did. Which made it awkward, because every time I saw my mom cry, I couldn't tell if she was sad that my dad was dying or she was just very sore. So she walked up to me like, oh, that's so sad. I'm like, Mom, don't hug me. You got too many ice packs on you. I don't want to get wet. So my dad went back to his home. And for the next 4 months, it's that really weird time when you're starting to fade. And it's that time you go to your father so you can bury the hatchet. You can put water under the bridge. And I went to my father and I said, Dad, you did something that really, really hurt me. And that time when you told my prom date that I was a virgin with a small prick was not fun. Was not funny at all. I was not happy with that. And he never apologized, bastard. But then finally we got the call that his time was coming to an end. So me and my brother and my sister all went to our family home, the house we grew up in, and they created this whole hospice room and a room that was actually my old bedroom, which was kind of weird. So when I walked in there, my first thought was, I wonder if I got any old G.I. Joes up in the attic. I bet that shit's working on me now. But then it came to me, once again, my dad is dying, so I had to get back into the moment. So my dad was there, he's laying in bed, and he brings us up all one at a time to kind of say his final words to us. So my older brother comes in first, and he goes, listen, you're my oldest son. I love you with all my heart. I was proud to be your father. And then my sister goes up, and he goes, baby doll, you're my princess. I was so proud to be your father. And then I go up, and I lean in, he goes, your father was a retarded Mexican man named Tito Hernandez. Which is kind of a fucking shocker. But it does explain why I love tacos and have a really hard time reading and writing. So it really everything kind of came full fucking circle. So then the moment came, and my father passed away, and it was shocking. It was shocking, not that my father died, but how quickly my 75-year-old mother got on Tinder. That shit was like fucking quick. Like I didn't know you could even get that app on a jerk-out phone. I don't know how the fuck you get that shit so fucking fast. So now I just met my mom's new boyfriend, Tyrone, who's a very nice man. And I said, Tyrone, do I need to know anything about you? And he goes, well, I'm going to marry your mother. And not because I love her, but because I love irony, and I've always wanted to be a redheaded stepchild. So that's my time. I'm really
Really got good one, everybody. All right, now we're going to bring up our headliner for the evening. Really funny gentleman. Used to host the Open Mic when I started doing this crap about 5 years ago. He's also a morning host on 99.9 The Wolf. Let's give it up for Paul Hunt, everybody.
Thank you, guys. So I said to B-Rad like a week ago, you sure there's not too many comics? B-Rad's too fucking late. Twice. You had 9 comics to get that right. No. I picked a song I was sure he couldn't find. He fucking found it too, and he played it late. But seriously, I told B-Rad about a week ago, do you think 12 comics is too many? So he's whittled it down to 9. So enjoy that. Or you already have. I mean, who's going to hear the whole show? Jesus Christ, you troopers. Thank you guys so much. I will be talking about this on air tomorrow, but with a lot less fucks, so I'm going to get them out now. All the fucks are coming out now. I just get this out of the way. I am aware that, yeah, my name is Paul Hunt. And before any of you ask me after the show, no, my brother's name isn't Mike, so it's not funny. Because I have a brother, and his name is Scavenger. And he fits better into the family portrait next to my sister, Easter Egg, and my other brother, Duck. So it's the choice my parents made. I'm the weird one. I'm the weird one in the family because I'm from, anyone ever broke down and showed up in South China by accident for more than 20 minutes? No? Well, I'm from South China. Like, I'm from a place where the houses look like they're sponsored by Tyvek. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't have a Maine accent. Like, I don't know what went wrong with me. Like, I have no idea. Like literally, I have uncles that at the family reunion speak in full engine noises. They don't even have verbs. Like this is how my Uncle Treasure describes his trip to the family reunion every year. He just, seriously, this is literally a sentence out of his mouth. All right, Paul, this is the way he guy, right? What are the fucking power lines? The fucking 44 bolts on a deck up against the 44 go all the way to Ames's. That's one sentence. You try fitting in when you don't have the accent. You're just like, pass the pup tots. You have to say it that way or they don't know what to do. They don't know. They really don't. I thought people have been talking a lot of politics, and we don't do that on the radio for a reason. It's because you have Facebook, and that's shitty enough, right? So, like, we don't do that shit on the radio, but, like, in Portland, you can't avoid a political confrontation no matter where you go. It's like a thing all the time, and I think if you really wanted to piss people in Portland off, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? And so if you really want to piss people in Portland off, you take their freedom of expression away. And I'm not talking about the First Friday Art Walk. I'm not talking about that shit. I'm not talking about celebrating mediocrity. I'm talking about remove bumper stickers. Make them illegal. Make them go the way of plastic bags. You know, people would freak out in Portland if they couldn't tell you what their religion was in the back of their fucking car. They would not know what to do. They would just be like, you can pull up the red light, some woman in a minivan will pull up like, hey, I have a Boston Terrier. He's like, it's not. With an AH. She drive off on you. Seriously, what would people do? You wouldn't know. I like this one bumper sticker that I always see at the farmer's market, and I don't understand it, but I get it at the same time. It's solid green. This is a real one. Solid green, white letters, and it says, no farms, no food. And I'm just sort of like, no shit. Like, who are you fighting with? Like, who is the guy with the diesel truck with the fuck farms bumper sticker just rolling coal by your farmer's market? That's not even a real guy. Like, I don't even know who you're fighting with right now. Hey, how you doing? You have one of those bumper stickers? The black fuck farm ones? They're not real. It's a trick question. You asked them.
I'm like, is there one on my back?
No. Hold on, sit down. I figure I went last. I waited for all of you. You're gonna wait for whatever I want to do right now. You're like, why is? So if we're gonna make fun of people, I should make fun of myself because I should have just sort of talked to you about this haircut that I got today. Apparently I just sat down at Supercuts and said, make me look like I want to lose World War II. Let's do that. Apparently that's what I said. I don't know what the fuck I said to her, but apparently that's what it was. Like, I literally look like I rode here on a Razor scooter right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm a Capri Sun away from parasailing at any moment. You don't know when that's going to happen. I feel if we got into it, I could tell you exactly where in the world Carmen San Diego is. I throw it to Rockapella right after. It'd be really cool. You guys are missing out. I look like my dad's too busy to play catch with me this afternoon. He's got work stuff to do. Yeah. I look like I work at a summer camp and tell kids about Jesus all summer long. I'm just saying that's what I look like. I know. You guys are thinking, Paul, if if you're from Maine, how come we haven't seen you at Walmart? Fair enough. Good question. I don't shop at Walmart, not because of anything political or I love Chinese goods. I shop at Family Dollar. I feel like Walmart has really just sort of given the greeter job no oversight. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you even have to do to be a B-rad? What do you have to do to be a greeter? What is the, like, is there an interview of any sort? Like, is there a douchebag manager named, like, I don't know, Bradley, who takes you upstairs and he's like, well, welcome to the Walmart greeter interview. We've got a couple questions for you. The first one is, it's an experience question. You ever said hi to anyone? No, that's fine. That's more of an icebreaker. We don't actually need that. We train, so don't worry about that. Second question is, can you drive yourself here? Okay, well, don't worry about that either. Welcome to Walmart. I feel like that's how it goes every single time. It feels like I'm making fun of the greeter. I think that they're just regular employees, though, who were clearly hit in the head by a falling price at some point. So those things are falling and they're glass and they shatter off camera. So they're, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. You're like, is that Gerald from Electronics? It used to be. Now it's John, the angry greeter. Don't talk to him. Don't take any of the stickers. He gets really pissed when you do that. My favorite part, you remember when Walmarts used to have the grill where everything was microwaved? You know what I'm saying? There was like a shitty fake McDonald's that they would have in there, and it was always right next to the bathrooms. And I always loved going to the bathrooms because they'd have these signs that said, employees must wash hands. And I'd just be like, I don't work here. I'd high-five the greeter on the way out. That was a cool thing. That really happened. I don't even care what you guys think at this point. Listen, I knew this was going to be a fun show. I knew I was in Biddeford when the guy before me held up a bottle of OxyContin. So, I was like, oh, it's that kind of show. All right. I mean, I'm down, but I don't know what we're doing. You got to let me know ahead of time until next time, all right? That's a thing. 6 little monkeys jumping on a bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor immediately called DHHS like she should have fucking done 4 monkeys ago. You guys are going to let me go off for all the monkeys. You thought it was fine. It's not fine. All right, you guys like punk rock music? Yeah? You know what I realized? That you can make any song into a punk rock song by doing 3 things to it and then sell it back to people and call it a punk cover like it's original. This is how you do it. This is the formula that they do in every single punk cover. First thing that you do is you speed the song up. That's key. The second thing that you do is you add a guy that sings really fast. So fast, in fact, and so high, in fact, that if he wasn't singing a punk, they'd speed a fucking boy band anyway. The third thing that you do is just add the word yeah at the end of every song. Because if you end any song and yeah, the song is over. Here's an example. Here's Elton John's Tiny Dancer with this exact formula applied to it. And I don't have an electric guitar with me, so I'm not. The acoustic one's not going to do the job. So I'm going to do the guitar noises with my mouth, and it's going to sound exactly the same as an electric guitar. And I do want to be clear: there is no secret electric guitar. This is literally me. I am the Michael Winslow of Maine. That's the guy from Police Academy for all you idiots who don't follow Michael Winslow. Thank you. The guy in the gingerbread Star Wars sweater. Yeah, no, he knew. I knew that. I like the sweater too, by the way. Seriously though, it's gonna sound just like an electric guitar. And this guy, fucking, Slayer here, is gonna know it. He's gonna know that this is a good impression. 1, 2, 3, 4, follow me to Los Tiny Dancer. Down the headlights on the highway. Ballerina, fucking Latino, dancing in the sand. Yeah. For example, this example. I know that's not that impressive. You can do that with any song, though. You can do that with an acoustic song. Here's Simon & Garfunkel's Me and Julio. Same exact formula. And again, this is I'm making these noises. It sounds just like it. I know. Yeah, I'm not a magician, though. Thank you so much. Thanks for staying for the whole thing. That's amazing, dude. Honestly. I only know 3 chords, by the way, in fake electric guitar, so it's going to be the same shit every time. You ran to the police station. I don't know if we get shouted out. The investigation was against the law. Against the law. By myself against the law. I'm off down. prevention. If I forgot to catch that bug, I'm gonna put him in the house of detention. Yeah! This is for me. Listen, this is cheaper than whippets, so it's like. And before the aneurysm's official, I do have a version of this that does involve the fucking guitar I love here. So yeah, no, I know my own set, Bob. Thank you.
I wasn't trying to do your set, but when you get to be my age, dude, the gaskets are gonna blow.
But I'm not your age. Let me do my. This is the guy that didn't want anyone interrupting him, giving me pro tips here. All right. So here, and I am on a country station, so I have to say, here's Dolly Parton's "I Will Always Love You," but this is the Whitney version. Don't worry, Krystal. And because that was a little bit better, let's be honest. So this is Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You." But sometimes you can't start off with the fake electric guitar chords. You have to start out like a slow song and then trick people. So here's exactly what that would sound like. If I should stay, I would only be your way. So I'll go, but I know I will pick you each step of the way. And every love is like you. Yeah! Thank you. Thanks so much. Moving right along. I'm going to do a couple original songs, if that's all right with everybody. This one I have to preface. You guys ever dated someone from Lewiston? But like, no, on purpose, obviously. But like, how you find out later, you know? It's the worst. So here's a song I wrote that self-describes in a title called Lewiston Lady. I love my sexy baby, my Lewiston lady. She likes french fries and gravy, her ex-husband shady. She says I make her ready, I think it's fine and dandy while we're cuddling in her shanty and sipping coffee brandy. I love my sexy baby, my Lewiston lady. She borrowed money last May and still ain't fucking baby. Thinks she's crazy foxy, her kisses taste like moxie. Hugs me like retail epoxy, she's dependent on the oxy. She's paying up for it. She's dying before me. I love my sexy baby, my Lewiston lady. We'll get no state assistance if we make another baby. You know where little kids been on a street called Lisbon, and the ecosystem, it ain't exactly Christian. I love my sexy baby, my Lewiston lady. Not worried about the bed bugs, already gave me scabies. She's my responsibility, no cognitive ability. We got financial flexibility with a check from disability. Never spend on oxygen. Love my sexy baby, my Lewiston lady. Borrowed money last me, bitch still ain't paid me. I'm a little Polly. Yes, her name is Holly. She's a burden on the state, but she still blames us for volleys. It's called Lewiston Lady. That's a real story. Thank you. So sometimes you date a lady from Lewiston, and sometimes she's a single mom. Sorry. And they're always single moms, right? And that's okay. I'm not judging because I'm a single dad. The problem is sometimes they try to trick you and get you to be a surrogate father. And I know that their dad's going to be out in like 6 to 8 years. So I don't want to like step in and block anybody. This is a lullaby I wrote for those fucking kids. It's called I'm Not Your Daddy. It smells like weed in here really bad. Oh, Joe. I'll step on right in the corner. I don't know what's going on here. Joe gets funnier actually from here on out. It is getting worse. Like it's. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. I don't have to get up early. I'm on the radio. It's fine. We will never go out and fly our kites.
But I'll take your mother to a brand new high. Won't camp together at the scout events. But thanks to mommy, I'll be pitching a tent. Won't give you money for a candy bar, because between mommy's legs is my cookie jar. Won't even ask you to mow the lawn, cause kiddo, I'm not your daddy, I'm just poking your mom. And I'm not your daddy, I'm just banging your mom. It's not my fault, it's time to teach you right from wrong. You once had a father, now he's gone. And I'm not your daddy, I'm just here to support your mom. And there won't be a big wheel to take for a ride, cause I've been having too much fun on mommy slip and slide. Won't even go to the grocery store, because your ma takes deliveries in the back door. Won't play Joe or even hopscotch, cause I'll be playing Red Rover with mama's cry. Won't get you ready for the senior prom, cause kiddo, I'm not your daddy, I'm just banging your mom. And I'm not your daddy, I'm just here for the head. So shut the fuck up, kid, you go back to bed. I put no fun in that oven, I don't want no bread. Gluten free, cause I'm not your daddy, I'm just here for the pop rock chorus fucking. I'm not your daddy, I'm just fucking your mom. It's not my job to teach you right from wrong. You once had a father, and now he's gone. And I'm not your daddy, I'm just here to follow your love. Thank you very much. That's my time. My name's Paul Lentz. And you can all go. Thank you for sticking around. This is the first time we're out here at Cowbell Burger Bar.
Everybody! And now he has to go get out of here because he has to get up early in the morning and I have to cook food at Cracker Barrel. So thank you all so much for coming out and supporting comedy. Thank you so much, Cowbell, for having us. We're going to be at Jimmy the Greeks on Saturday for a big April Fool's show. We'll probably be there again. And a lot of other funny main comedians. So come out, have fun, and enjoy the time. Good night, everybody!